Alright, so I think I've figured out where we need to go to fight that Drukari. Apparently it's where we found the warp gate, which I think was one of these somewhere. So we're gonna go to Dargonus first, because it's on the way. Yeah, and we gotta make a few jumps, but we'll get there. We'll grab the seal, and then we'll continue on to find that douchebag and show him exactly what we think of him. Here we go, okay. Jai's all over it for us. Mistress Hodari, my patience is not easily exhausted, but you are coming very close. Okay, well, that was fast. I can see the family resemblance with Abelard. Now you cannot see farther than your own nose, my dear. Let the rogue trader decide. Your lordship, I apologise for this ugly scene, but might I ask you rein in Mistress Hodari, put a stop to her inflammatory actions towards me. As the Exalted One is my witness, I've tried everything I could to spare you any unnecessary headache over the seals of the Mercatum Tabula Officiale. Well, that is what I asked her to do, so that's fair enough. I even showed this aide with a temper worse than a sandstorm the certificate with your signature, but your Chancellor merely kept batting me away with her flail of baseless denials. I suspect that the reason for this has nothing to do with my humble personage. Clementia pursues her lips and glowers at Jay. Oh no, this isn't about me at all. I see. Well, Chancellor, will you tell us yourself, or should I help you? Alright, so what's going on? I'm afraid that my words may anger your lordship. Oh no, did you lose the servitor? If you lost the servitor, seal you're looking for was lost over a quarter of a century ago. Bro, she sucks. We need a new Chancellor, y'all. She's useless. Her Ladyship Theodora von Valancius ordered a new one to be delivered from the Imperium, but as you well know, we are a long way from Holy Terror, and with warp storms ravaging the Coronis expanse, we've been unable to receive a replacement to this day. Yeah, give her the seal with the Winterscale coat of arms. Could this be the seal in question? This is, without a doubt, the Administratum seal from Winterscale's realm. But why is it the original and not a copy? I think I understand. Well, the laws of the Imperium do not prohibit heirs of other houses from using the seal in times of need. I will order to have servants of the machine cult create a duplicate so as to avoid such embarrassing predicaments in the future. Yeah, okay, so I think... Did we just randomly come across that at some point in our travels? I think that's what happened. Yeah, you were dismissed, Clementia. Or is it your service? And if we get sent on another fetch quest, I'm going to be really annoyed. Ah, Drifter von Valancius, you've returned. I hope the sacred document I entrusted to you last time has now successfully passed through the approval procedure. Here it is. Yes, oh yes indeed, it is perfect. The seals are authentic, so we may continue with the certification procedure. Follow me, please. Oh, okay. We're going in there automatically? We're filing in? Bro, why is that guy just sitting there doing nothing? We'll turn you into starch, buddy. Oh no! That's why he's sitting there doing nothing. Yeah, like, I mean, is chaos really that much worse than this? Is it really that much worse? Like, I'm not sure. They're going to be in line for the rest of their lives. No wonder our productivity's falling. This is your queue and your ticket number is 394. When it is your turn to be seen, the ranking prefect will review your documentation again and sign the official certification. for Jai Haydari to possess a Mercatum Tabula Officiale. You will have a bit of a wait, but it will be worth it in the end. Is this some kind of joke? Hardly. In accordance with decree blah blah blah, citizens of the capital world of the Von Valencia's Protectorate must submit their petitions at one of the assigned windows of the waiting hall. The decree makes no mention of the rogue trader being exempt from this rule. We also need a new Master of Seals, because this one sucks. I'm not queuing up. Under the Lex Imperialis, your rights and privileges as rogue trader come into effect only after your official accession ceremony. Until then, you are just another humble subject of the Von Valencia's Protectorate. Yeah, you are about to have a really bad day. I suppose I could make an exception, but only because Theodora von Valancius never once overlooked the laws of the Imperium or my advice here. May his blessing be upon you. New ticket 301. Why couldn't the Cult of Dawn have just destroyed this planet? This is the worst.
Is there money to be made?
So is this the queue that we're joining? Yeah, bro, this is insane. But yeah, we definitely need a new Master of Seals. Yeah, what's your problem, bro? You're just cooked, eh? Okay, take your place in the queue. Alright. Queue arms with thousands of voices has rolled out bedding and is settling down to sleep. Someone is playing some bizarre musical instrument. Many are praying. You have to admit the magnificent administrative machinery of the Imperium isn't without its rough edges. Yeah, like what does Pascal think of this? This is inefficiency at its maximum. But what a thrilling adventure this is turning out to be. I've never seen anything like it before, and sometimes it's good to take a break from constant travelling and to give all the hot-blooded newcomers a chance to cover themselves in glory without us in the way. Oh dear. Alright, let's count the people in the queue. People are constantly moving, coming and going. On your first attempt you count 238. Second attempt 244. Your third attempt the next batch of unlucky souls is ushered into the hall and you lose count. Alright, await patiently. 8 hours have passed. Oh man. Number 285, proceed to the available window. Like, how do they eat? And sleep? Throne take me, what torturous trial have we let ourselves in for? So much precious time lost and we've only moved 3 places ahead. At this rate we'll be old and grey before we get out of this queue. Yeah, like we could have just left Jai here, being like, you wait in line, we'll catch you when you're finished. Yeah, you're the reason we're here. And that was the will of the Exalted One, and the Exalted One has granted me insight as to how, with a simple wave of your hand and a few wise words, we can ease our arduous wait. The simplest way is to make these lowly subjects bow down before the blinding radiance of our title. The second option requires a little more patience. I have already found our first vict. The compassionate citizen who is standing 50 places ahead of us in the queue. Simply offer the right words to unlock his heart and he will gladly swap tickets with you. And also, you have the power to solve the problem of some petitioners, removing their need to visit a coveted window. After all, is there anything an ordinary citizen could want that is beyond the power of the Conqueror of the Stars to grant? Well, apparently it is. If they want a certificate to say they can sell things, apparently that's beyond the Conqueror of the Stars. Oh my goodness. Alright, yeah, let's solve some problems, shall we? A wise decision. Cold traders always say, if you can solve a problem with hard cash, then that's just the cost of doing business. O exalted one, could today be my lucky day? No longer will I have to stand in this hall, waiting day and night for my turn to come, for this kind lord of House von Valancius is a benefactor of the downtrodden, and he has solved my problem. Alright, so what do we got? Esteemed lord, take pity on this poor youth as well. I will give you everything I have, I swear the Emperor. Only help me solve my problem. We do not need everything, poor wretch. Only your place in the queue. Alright, listen to the young man. My lord, I've been in this queue for 24 moons already. Trying to get a permission slip to wed my fiancée Zazie. Unfortunately, the servants of the administratum refused to grant it without the signature of a highborn sponsor. Out of my way, esteemed lord, my 8th offspring has lost his mind. He has decided to renounce his family, his noble title, and his talent as a healer, all for the sake of some tattered waif from the middle levels. A union with a commoner will put an end to his studies at the university, but should Dargonus and the officio medicae be deprived of a capable chirurgeon because of a passing fancy? Zazie is a healer too, and she helps the people of the hive a great deal more than any lily-white surgeon with a diploma. I do not want to live a life of idleness in the spires of Dargonus like you. I can understand that, brother. Not when I know there are thousands of unfortunate people in the lower levels who need my help. Yep. Yeah, okay, so what's this? In the name's House of Valance, I hereby make your fiancée a lady of the court and release her from any obligations thereto. You wish to study alongside your beloved? Very well, I hereby grant you ownership of the Dargonus University of Medicae. You may admit anyone you like. Oh dear. Okay. Yeah, so we can sign the paper. Yeah, we can make her a lady of the court. But that, like, that's not really his problem. His problem is that he wants to get married. So, like, can we do 1 and 3? Can we sign the paper and... Yeah, like, I'm not really sure what that one is. Yeah, let's just sign it for him, hey? Thank you, my lord. I promise I will tell my children and my children's children of your kindness. Okay, well, we just jumped one spot ahead in the queue. You have an interesting way of doing business. I'll keep that in mind. Death for life. You are here to request mortification so that your organs go to your granddaughter as an inheritance. She will hardly want your worn-out body parts, old-timer. So servitor disposal. Only now do you notice the tattoo on his right hand, the symbol of the Adeptus Administratum, and several interlocking chains. It seems this old fellow is the property of a prefect of this palace. What? The grand order of this poor wretch has turned into a servitor 16 Dargonus years ago, and after a recent accident she was listed for disposal. Now this old man is volunteering to be spare parts for a soulless tin can. May the Exalted One keep me from such a fate. If she has been taken out of service, then the time has come to release her. I will give the order for your granddaughter to be repaired, but if you wish to be with her forever, you will also be subject to... Oh, man. How dare a prefect's property try to make use of its own life getaway back to your master. Damn, yeah, your sacrifice will mean nothing to a servitor, you do realise that. The old man's toothless mouth opens in pain, seemingly splitting his face in two, and his salty tears well in his time-worn eyes. Yeah, I don't know, like, if I was a servitor, I think I'd kind of be happy to go to the Shadow Realm. It doesn't seem that bad by comparison. Yeah, yeah, so, alright, well, let's do this one. I'll have my people buy your granddaughter's release and see to your welfare. May the Emperor keep you. Okay. Interesting. So that is how the ruler of worlds and all the stars in the sky acts when he finds an unfortunate on the edge of his magnificent orbit. I heard you were helping those in need. Well, my family, it's devastated. My life's work, oh, my shop selling rare hats burnt to ashes. I'm living out my last years as a widow, alone in a cold, deserted manor, without servants, diversions, or delicacies befitting my status. I have less sympathy for this one. And what you want is a life that is meaningless and full of despair. Perhaps it is time you turn to faith, sister. Perhaps I can... Yeah, can we rebuild the hat shop? Why, that's a wonderful idea. Please take my place in the queue here. I insist I will leave my details with your retinue and go. Okay. Now we've got a hat shop on Dargonus, so, you know, it's a win-win. Until, you know, cultists or mutants or something burn it down again. Okay, so we've spent 3 hours helping them with their problems. Well, that was amusing. I paid off the last few onlookers who were willing to give up their place. It's a pity they aren't so amenable. We've moved forward considerably in the queue, but you aren't ready to stop there, are you? Sister Agenta, for instance, she could engage the people in a prayer or tell a story about some saint or other in exchange for their queue tickets. Yeah, open fire on the crowd. But it's like, you know, how many tickets do we get through in 3 hours, you know, and these idiots can't get through in like months. No, we'll keep waiting. I don't want to screw these people over. They've suffered enough. Alright, another 8 hours have passed. The good news is a lot of our planet projects will be done. Another 8 planetary hours go by. The queue has hardly moved. The adept in the next window was dealing with rebelling machine spirits in his cogitator, so the petitioners from that queue were diverted to the middle of yours. You're a saint. Have I told you that before? You must be, because I don't see any other reason why you would show such fervent but senseless patience. Can't we hurry things along? Alright, what if we wait patiently again? The hum of activity returns to the queue. Petitioners exchange glances, clutching their paperwork. After a few seconds, you realise that the number being called out by the server skull for the 3rd time is the one on your ticket. O exalted one, thank you for granting the rogue trader his sacred warrant and all its privileges. If we had had to wait a minute longer, heavens be my witness, I would have shot someone. Do you know what gets better with time? Amasek and lovemaking. Remind me of that if I ever ask you to stand in a queue again. What are you waiting for? Let's go. We have another couple of hours with the certification officer to get through. Okay. The certification officer leans over to document, his smoothly shaven head gleaming. His augmented ocular eyes were as the lenses zoom in and out. The document is hereby certified. Return to the Master of Seals in order to proceed, and may his light and wisdom guard you. Next. Okay. Oh god, what's going to happen next? Something horrible, isn't it? We're going to have some more fetch questing to do. The Temple of Law and Order greets you. Here are the seals. Wonderful. The Emperor blessed you with patience greater than that apportioned to ordinary mortals. Allow me to verify the authenticity of your documents for the final time. Yes, confirmed. Everything is in order. And this one, the seal is smudged slightly. Void scorpions scratch out my eyes. Now what? Don't you dare. I suppose I can overlook it, given that the rest has been certified correctly and promptly. Congratulations, Jai Hadari. You are now the holder of the Mercatum Tabula Officiale. Do not forget to repeat the certification process every 100 Terran years. Uphold the law of the Imperium proudly and honourably in the worlds of the Coronis Expanse. And one more thing, loss of the certificate is a grievous transgression. Lose the original document and you'll be unable to regain your status as an official trade representative, not even with the Rogue Trader's endorsement. Yes, yes, give me the certificate already. Praise the exalted one who saw me through all these trials. But you should be praising me, fool. This is something to tell the grandchildren about how a humble mortal became a trade representative of the Imperium. Let's not bother the Damar any longer, Shireen. Why don't we discuss our next steps on the ship? Next steps? Oh my gosh. Bro, this has got to be like one of the most annoying quests ever made. But I think that was the intention, so... You know, I guess it works.
Shireen, light of my eyes, giver of boons and savior of the needy. From now on, two sons will grace the firmament of the Font Valancius Protectorate. One bright and powerful, like the rogue trader himself, and the other slightly more humble, like his unassuming partner, the diligent owner of the Mercatum Tabula Officiale, and all around delight, Jai Hidari. As I promised before, my crew will be your eyes and ears across the entire expanse, Shireen. Just give them time. And of course, the assistant to official trade representative Jai Hidari is already rushing to Dargonis to deliver goods of rare and exquisite quality to you and your people, O master of many worlds. And once again, thank you, Shireen, from the bottom of my humble heart.
I do really like her accent, I gotta say. Okay, so... Throne be my witness. You presume too much, Adaro. Yeah. Do not lose the paper.
Nothing will make me part with this treasure, Shireen. May the Exalted One be my witness. Him and all the stars in the expanse that shine like a handful of pearls scattered across the dark velvet of the galaxy. I only have one last question to ask.
You know, I think I'm good. Thank you, but no thank you.
No? Huh. The RG must have clouded my mind, Shireen. Or was it your piercing gaze? Either way, I only wanted to thank you for your assistance and give you something in addition to this humble gift.
Okay, we got a battle-scarred cape. Surely we're gonna get more than that, right? So we did all that for a cape, did we? No, surely there's gonna be more later. Surely it'll give us more trade options later, because we can't be doing all of that for a cape. That's horrific. The battle, unless it's like the best cape in the world. When the wearer ends their turn, they remove burning, bleeding toxin from themselves and all adjacent allies. The wearer gains +2 temporary wounds for each negative effect removed. Oh yeah, that's really good. That's a game changer, all right, isn't it? If you find a spare minute on footfall when you are not deciding our lackluster fates, I would be delighted to see you at my America in the Damascus. I'll tell Octi to set aside some decent wine in case you decide to grace our humble party with your luminous presence. Yeah, for sure. Let's do it. Let's go. The lowly regulars of the Damascus will be telling their great-grandchildren about the time they had the honour of witnessing your dazzling visit to that unworthy dive. That is, of course, if they live long enough to see their great-grandchildren. Yeah, that's pretty dark, hey? Oh. So she's not with us. Huh. Right, yeah, so we're going to meet her there. Okay. Oh, sweet. We don't even have to walk there. Awesome. Okay, there's Jai. Let's go. May the gravitational wells on your world never lack your grip, just as my heart never lacks for joy at the sight of rogue trader von Valancius. I can't believe it. You actually roped the rogue trader into coming to your party. If the rogue trader raises a toast to your health, I'll start to believe you really are a princess and not just a smuggler with the gift of the gab. Please take a seat, your lordship. Yeah, well, we will join. We will hang out with the pirates. Bro, what are we? My dog. We're just flexing now. He's like, I don't even sit on the seat. I sit above the seat. What you gonna do about it? With no exaggeration, this is the finest amasec that has ever graced this bar. Jai personally acquired it, as she says, for a special occasion. It seems that you are the special occasion. The crowd around the table falls silent, exchanging awkward looks. It would appear they're unaccustomed to drinking in the presence of lofty individuals such as you. Alright, so, yeah, let us drink to the lady of the hour. Assembled group bursts into approving cheers, and the bar fills with the sound of clinking glasses. The amasec tastes exorbitantly expensive, sweeping you into a kaleidoscope of flavours. Tart floral bitterness, honeyed sweetness, and then other far more refined sensations are nameless, owing to the small number who can afford to experience them. Bravo, Octi. This amasec will do me very well indeed. Yeah, so Octavia, you enjoy friends? Friends, she is my worst enemy, the vengeful spirit of retribution sent to punish me for my youthful transgressions. Mistress Haidari has a special gift for knocking me off balance and dragging me into difficulty. Yep, I know exactly what you mean. I would have barred her from the Amescus long ago if it weren't for her habit of tossing money around like confetti and of paying triple for anything she breaks. Do you see the petty, miserly, callous, unforgiving friends the Exalted One has sent me? And what about everyone else? The precious roses in the garden of my soul and the golden little bees that bring honeyed riches to my treasure house. Yes, this is my crew of cold traders. The two identical ones are the Trickster twins, my closest associates, Kor, our resident hothead, and his much wiser sister, Tora. I feel like we're going to do like a heist mission with these guys. Hey, it's feeling like a heist movie right now. Don't let her fool you, your lordship. She's only calling me a precious rose because you're here. When it's just us, I'm lucky if I get that asshole with the gun. Because you are the asshole with the gun, if I dragged you out of as many scrapes as Jai has, that's not the name I'd be using for you, I can tell you that much. Pay no attention to him, your lordship. Kor has nobody to blame but himself for the nickname. Uh-oh, here comes trouble. He got a big sword. Mistress Haidari, allow me to wish you a happy America. Master Mercy could not let such an occasion go unmarked. He sends his warm wishes and a gift. I got a bad feeling about this. Oh Falco, I'm much obliged and touched by your presence. May the fire in your hearth burn forever bright and hot like the stars of the Gremnor system. Tell Mercy that this show of his precious attention toward my humble self brought dew to my eyes and a song to my heart. Yeah, is he the one who stole Jai's cargo? The very same, the greasy piece of grox. But the stars of the Gremnor system all died around 100,000 years ago, and the systems around them are true breeding ground of death. Right. Yeah, where's your present for Jai, Falco? Of course, your lordship, and this gift is from me personally. An exotic venom blade. Smuggler stares at you unblinking with his pale eyes, saying nothing, then he rearranges his mouth into a smile remarkable in its hideousness. We're being passive-aggressive with this douchebag. As Falco turns away from the table, you see a snarl of feral hatred twitch his repulsive features. Yeah, even foes are bowing down before Jai Haidari. That is something worth celebrating. And what better way to celebrate with a game? With stakes, naturally. Today is my America, and that's what I want. Jai draws a stack of carved plastil tiles from her pocket. They're decorated with symbols. What do you think? Does the rogue trader have anything he's willing to wager? You recognise the tiles in Jai's hand. It is a set for Tantalo, a game popular among gamblers. Each player is dealt several tiles, which can be arranged into a pattern of a specific value by carefully matching up the mag lines. Whoever has the highest value wins. Voidsmen love playing Tantalo, which is usually won by luck or skill. Well, yeah. Okay, raise your goblet in salute, I shall play. Watch out for his lordship, lads. He was awfully quick to agree just now. I have a sneaking suspicion about how the rogue trader acquired all his countless riches, but I'll warn you now, playing for money is considered wrong on Efreet because gaming is tempting fate. So instead, we're going to play for wishes. Alright. So look at our hand. You've been dealt a poor hand. You cannot make a high value arrangement from the tiles. I'm going to show my hand. The Exalted One loves me today. And if one doesn't show one's hand, what then? Then you have a chance to bow out of the game without losing, but you can only do that before someone announces they're going to show their hand. What? You have a chance to bow. Okay, but you can only do that before someone announces. All right, so we lose. Chuckling, Jai tosses her tiles onto the table. Her hand is significantly better than yours or anyone else's. And for my wish, I want everyone to drink to my good fortune. It has already granted me a gift fit for a queen. I'm talking about you. May fortune continue to smile upon me. Everyone at the table eagerly raises their glasses. You join in before you even are aware you have done so. A new stack of tiles is already waiting for you on the table. You realise that moments have skipped past without your knowing. It seems that Amasek is somewhat stronger than you thought. Oh no, our logic's going down, y'all. Look at your new hand. Now this one is definitely a good hand, one of the best you can get. It's just us two left. I'm going to show my hand. Okay. Oh yeah, do we want to be cocky about it? No. We'll yeah. Let's be cocky about it. The sight of your hand sets everyone at the table into a flurry of excitement, but then the chatter turns into a roar of triumph. Jai's hand is the most valuable in the game. Oh damn. I win again. What should I wish of you? What do we got? Riches, a kiss. Given your professional, would extract a promise of my assistance should you ever find yourself in trouble in the future. You should not get carried away. Some wishes are so difficult to fulfill that it's simply to dispose of the asker. Yeah, I would extract a promise of my assistance should you ever find yourself in trouble in the future. You promised to save me. What an exciting adventure that could turn out to be. It's almost worth getting into trouble for. I accept your stake. Tiles are dispersed around the table, forming piles in front of each player. You suddenly feel your body grow heavy. The treacherous Amasek is slowly robbing you of your clarity of thought and dexterity. Alright, let's look at the tiles. Your hand is not especially good or bad. It is the kind of hand played only by someone desperate who has nothing left to bet. Before anyone says they're showing their hand, I'm announcing a condition, seeing as it's my America today. The only stake I'll play for is a dance. Oh, man, alright, I don't want to dance, that's cringe, so... Should we try to cheat? Let's see what happens if we try to cheat. I'm enjoying this, I like seeing where this is going. You reach for your goblet and accidentally catch a spare tile with your elbow, sweeping it into your free hand. Now you have an excellent set of tiles, but you would swear that Jaw saw your little move, she saw it and said nothing. I see. No, we'll bow out. Or should we just see where it goes? Yeah, let's see where it goes. Mine are worse. Looks like you've won. I'll be delighted to grant you a wish. Bro, she's dancing on the tape. What is going... Bro, this is a Warhammer game. Oh dear, okay. Okay. Oh, bro. I could just leave the video like that, just walk away from the computer, come back in an hour. The light plays on Jai's dark skin and glints off the silver augmetic on her throat, moving her with the grace of a sand snake. She holds your gaze and smiles mischievously. Her dark curls fall across her face, and you see the saucy glint in her eyes through her alluring curtain of hair. This dance is called the Dance of the Captive Ravenian Girl. When the governor of Efreet Selmakin, the Bright, crushed the Ravenian rebellion, the daughter of the rebel leader was brought to him, the beautiful Nayana. She danced for him, telling him of the struggle of her proud people, and then snatched a weapon from a guard's hands and aimed it at Selimkin. But the spark of love that had kindled between them that day stopped the Fusilian from igniting in the cartridge and both Nyana and Selim Khan lived through that day, and then many more days which they spent together. Alright, well, that's enough betting for me then. My luck is very fickle today. Unlike Amasek, you can always trust Amasek. It always lies. Smiling sweetly, Jai presses your goblet into your hand. Her skin seems to glow from within, and the sparks of laughter in her eyes dance like flame. Okay. To Amasek's deceived. May the deceived not live to regret it. Oh man, this is going to be like a hangover episode, isn't it? Like that Skyrim quest. Fog swaddles your mind in appealing ideas of other ways you could amuse yourself at this party. Surrendering to the maelstrom of chaotic thoughts, you let the all-pervading merriment determine your fate. Oh no. Oh no! Thoughts stumble violently inside your head, periodically ricocheting off the inside of your skull and triggering bursts of piercing pain. Your tongue feels desiccated and shriveled in your mouth, and it scrapes painfully against your teeth. Light is the enemy. Self-awareness returns unbidden, bringing with it an inexplicable sense of awkwardness. Your beleaguered body violently protests against the very idea of getting out of your soft bed. Oh man. You hear a soft sigh beside you. Looking over, you see the dark hair fanned across your pillow. You certainly know how to have a good time. Try to remember the end of the party, 100%. You struggle to piece together your fragmented memories of last night's carousing. For some reason, you can clearly recall the ingratiating looks of the wardens as they tried to persuade you to stop, the cries of the beggars to whom you gave an obscene amount of alms, and the stamping of the servitor that you rode around the station of Jay's unconcealed glee. Yeah, it really is like an episode of, like a hangover movie, yeah. Alright, how did you end up in my chambers? Help you get back to your quarters, and then I couldn't find the door to get out again, and you graciously gave up. 35% of your bed for me. Yes, I think that's the number haggling ended in. Okay. And how did the night end? I don't remember all of it. I think we shot at some people over their heads. Someone didn't offer us the required amount of respect. Then you said that flying a shuttle was easy, and that you would bet your warrant that you could get us to the ship. We also stripped a man and burnt his clothes because the sight of them offended the Exalted One. I can still smell the singed fibres now. Alright, we did not fall into bed together just to sleep, did we? Your conduct was entirely becoming of a rogue trader. Phew! Okay. Okay. We need to make ourselves presentable. Sorry to say you're right. No matter how soft the bed or how pleasant the company, there is a line we must not cross, and I'm perilously close to doing exactly that by getting a couple of bottles of delicious medicine for our aching heads. Okay, well, that was unexpected, but also entertaining, so I'm down for it. And we leveled up. Yeah, okay. Okay, good. Alright, yeah, I was afraid our rogue trader had become a thought, but it sounds like he got real close, but he didn't actually do it, so that's good. That's good. Bro, it's that snack we murked. The stuffed corpse of a slith, the bazaars is once in the surface of the... Yeah, did we take its corpse and taxidermy it? That's crazy, bro. So I wonder if there's 3 more that we can do the same thing to. Oh, interesting, interesting. Alright, we've leveled up again, and it was a bit more interesting than last time. So, Drifter, we went weapon skill and demolition. I went demolition because I don't really care about any of them on Drifter. Pascal, we got logic and agility. Awareness and agility. Ballistic skill. And no heresy. I'm actually surprised I hadn't given her that before, but she's got it now. Perception and Medicae. Medicae, again, just because I didn't, this is his main one, but it's, can't level it up. And weapon skill, and I realized his strength is actually like quite low, so I probably need to focus on that a little bit for him. Abelard, we got carouse, because someone has to be good at carousing, and strength. And Jai, we have coercion and ballistic skill. And ballistic skill, of course, and awareness. Again, she's, Xenos is her main thing, and couldn't upgrade that. Okay, so we've got a journey ahead of us. We have to go find that Drukhari. Keep getting distracted. It's brutal.